Have you been thinking about moving to Boerne, Texas? You definitely don't want to sleep on this video. We are here at George's Ranch. This is a premier neighborhood that I personally have been waiting for them to open for over a year. These are beautiful homes right in Boerne, Texas, 1 acre lots with a guard gated community. You don't want to miss it. Let's get after it right now. If this is your first time to our channel and you would like to know everything there is to know about living in San Antonio and its surrounding areas, make sure you subscribe or tap the bell for notifications to ensure that you are one of the first to be notified when we bring you new market updates. My name is Katie Powers, and my husband Steven Garza and I get phone calls, emails, and texts from people just like you every single day who are looking to make a move into the area. Whether you're 6 days or 6 months away from making that transition, we would absolutely love to hear from you. All of our information is listed right below, and Steve and I would be honored to be your realtors of choice. Now let's dive in to this phenomenal neighborhood called George's Ranch right here in Boerne, Texas. We're gonna be taking you on a tour of two of the most grand homes we have showed you so far on our YouTube channel. We are gonna be showcasing Toll Brothers and Perry homes. Now, this is one of the only neighborhoods where Perry is featured on 1 acre lots. So if Perry's one of your favorite builders, make sure you stick around to tour this video. Steve's also gonna bring you some great information on this neighborhood so you know what's coming down the pipeline and what to expect for George's Ranch. And then stick around to the very end. I'll give you a map tour so you can see exactly where this neighborhood is located, next to Boerne or in Boerne, so you can decide if it's the right neighborhood for you. Let's go take a look at these gorgeous homes. Welcome to the gorgeous Perry model here in George's Ranch. You really can't beat this one, guys. It's a stunning floor plan. This home is going to feature 5 bedrooms and over 4,000 square feet. So come on in and admire this beauty. You have very high ceilings, easily 20 foot to 22 feet. As you come in, you have your formal dining. Very interesting light fixture there. But then I'm gonna have Steve pan around a little bit just so you can see what's at this entryway. So you do have a half bath here, which will come in a second, but you also have your office, and we're gonna go in there and show you just how grand it is. But I wanna help you kind of see how this floor plan really lays out. But this is a great little half bath under the stairs. It's using every nook and cranny of a home, which is great. And then it brings you right into this very open floor plan. What I love about this is your dining room has a little lower ceilings, but when you come into this living room, again, it goes straight back up to the 22 feet ceilings. Let me just tell you how nice this fireplace feels today. This is putting off some really great heat. We are abnormally cold in Texas today, so I'm just wanting to stay here for a little bit, but great big ceilings. Of course, you would probably want to put a ceiling fan in here at some point. And then you have your kitchen, all one big open floor plan. Great for entertaining, great for family. You have these really large pendant lights. What do you guys think of that? We've been helping a lot of you guys at design lately. And pendants is always a conversation. We're always having to figure out, do we do 2? Do we do 3? Do we space them out? Do we do big? Do we do small? So how do you think these fit for this size island? You've got very different cabinet choices. This is a very popular color we're seeing. This one's a little more grainy than what we've seen recently, but very beautiful with the gold. You've definitely got an upgraded hood here with the wood on it. Gas cooking out here in George's Ranch. This is definitely an upgraded stove, but it is beautiful. Black cabinets on the bottoms and the island, and then they also have this waterfall quartz that comes off the side. Very beautiful. Stunning, really. And then you have shiplap on the ceiling and a eat-in kitchen / second eating area, whatever you want to call it. But let's go take a look at this primary bedroom. Boom, it's beautiful. High ceilings, tray ceilings. I love the gold, I'm not gonna lie, it's beautiful. I'm not sure if this is like a deep blue. I think it's black, to be honest with you. That's very popular right now. But these windows do open. You can choose that with Perry. You can have picture windows and then 1 to 2. I would highly advise having at least 2 that you can open so you can air out your room. It's just a nice thing to do. We get great weather here during fall and winter. So you do want to be able to have that ability to enjoy the beautiful outdoors here in George's Ranch. Now you want to see a bathroom? Let's go check out this amazing bathroom. Lots of space. We could have a dance party in here, guys. We have tile all the way around. Please keep in mind, the homes do not come this way. You would have to upgrade to get tile all the way to the ceiling, all the way around, but it is gorgeous. You have 2 separate vanities. Additional cabinetry, that might be an upgrade too. And then you have a great soaking tub. This is a huge standalone tub. And then a walk-in shower with 2 shower heads and a bench. Again, keep in mind this is tiled to the ceiling. That would be an upgrade. Now you have 2 closets in this beautiful bathroom. You have his closet right over here. And then you have her closet over here, which is directly next to the laundry room, which we will take you in. Now, I love this feature that you do have a door to your laundry room. I am sure when you are building, you could choose to wall this up if you don't want the easy access from your closets or your bathroom. This is a great feature, makes doing laundry so much easier. Steve would probably love it if we had this feature in our home because he wouldn't have to look at my dirty clothes. We could just close the door to the laundry room. But great big laundry room. They chose the little hexagon tiles on the floor. They did a beautiful quartz in here with the sink. This is all optional and upgrades. Cabinetry, uppers and bottoms as well. So this laundry room comes right out to the hallway that goes back into the primary bedroom. So it's one big circle. So we're gonna take you out here back to the dining room and kitchen, and we're gonna show you this absolutely amazing flex space and media room. Let's go take a look. So how cool is this? You have a flex room / game room right off the living room downstairs. So instead of having that loft upstairs and worrying about noise traveling down, you're all right here. You could probably easily put a door where Steve just came in from, but this is a great area. They did upgrade with the beams and the shiplap. They obviously did extra cabinetry and things. All of these things you can add in at design. Just know it's gonna cost extra. But then they also have this gorgeous media room. So again, no windows because it's meant to be a media room. You have built-in speakers. They chose to do a projector in here, which is really cool. And honestly, Steve is really loving these floating cabinets. It's really nice when they do the undermount lighting in it as well. It's a nice little touch. You can never have too much storage, right? All right, so let's go take a look at the other guest, or not the other, the guest bedroom downstairs, and then we're gonna go take a look upstairs. So on our way to the guest quarters, I do just wanna show you guys or point out the flooring in here. These are true hardwoods, but as you can see on the entryway, they did a herringbone pattern. This is called a herringbone pattern in case you don't know. And then they do a more traditional flooring here in your living room and dining room. And then they kind of transition back into a herringbone pattern here in the kitchen. Now this is a model, so they are showing you what they can do, but it's also very unique and very pretty to see the wood used in different patterns throughout the house. Now on this side of the kitchen, you do have a nice walk-in pantry. It's very large. You could go to Costco in that pantry, tell you that. You've got a great butler's pantry here, cabinetry on both sides. And I wish those donuts were real because they look really good, but I shouldn't be eating them. Then you have a guest bedroom right here with its ensuite bathroom. It's very bright and airy, with a beautiful walk-in shower. Now on this side of the bedroom, if you go this way, would be your 3-car garage. They have your mudroom here. This is where your entry to your 3-car garage or 4-car garage would be for this neighborhood. Now we're gonna take you upstairs so you can see the other 3 bedrooms. All right, so I promised you that we would come back to this office. So right off the entry, you have 3 steps up into the office. This office is stunning. You have 22 at least foot-high ceilings in here. It's a showstopper. This is gorgeous. Beautiful windows, 2 layers of it, and it's set off by itself. And of course, in true Perry model fashion, they have upgraded these doors. They are iron doors. They're very heavy. So with these things shut, you do have some pretty noise canceling in this room. That's also a choice and an upgrade. Let's go take a look at the upstairs and I wanna make sure you see this gorgeous spiral staircase. These floors, it is considered an upgrade to do wood on the floors. And then also this is your horizontal metal railing on the stairs. This in this series is not considered an upgrade to get the horizontal, but if you're staining, you can stain this whatever color you want. But getting wood floors on your stairs is most likely pretty positive an upgrade. All right, so let's keep going. So at this landing, you can go 2 ways. You can go this way. This one has a full bedroom with its own bathroom. This is the only place we have carpet. Also, something to note, they changed flooring here. So they went dark on the stairs with the wood. They stained the wood. And then they went back to the same wood color they had downstairs. So you have a long hallway here, but the view off the hallway is gorgeous. And you have 2 more bedrooms. So technically this is bedroom number 4 that we have seen. And it has a Jack and Jill bathroom. And here is bedroom number 5 with a great walk-in closet. And it comes into this hallway. You have a door here. This would be your attic access. So this is nice because you don't have to pull downstairs and climb up the stairs. You have a walk-in entry to store Christmas decorations and whatnot. Let's go take a look at this outdoor living. All right, so we're gonna go take a look at this gorgeous outdoor living. We are gonna use the door from the flex room because it's a little cold outside. So to use that 3-panel slider door, it's just gonna let too much cold air in and we don't wanna freeze this house out. So let's take a look at this. They put in an outdoor kitchen. They also tiled the exterior patio, high ceilings, They put the wood on the ceilings as well. It's absolutely stunning. And of course, they did the extras like the putt-putt and the fire pit. Now, as you can see, it is a 1 acre lot. So as we go, because we will be touring the next house, you can see the gate line. That would be your full acreage. Would be all the way to where that gate is and over. Very, very large lot. Now here at Perry, you can find your own 1 acre lot here. They do have a few inventory homes that are being built. George's Ranch is very new. They haven't even done a grand opening yet. So you are really getting a sneak peek at this neighborhood before it's open to the community. So this is a phenomenal neighborhood. You're 10 minutes into Boerne, 15 minutes into Bulverde, right off 46, Highway 46, which is a phenomenal location. Steve will give you more details on the neighborhood, but I do want to let you know if you are looking to purchase a Perry home, of course, we'll find you a great lot, but base price is starting at $1 million. So you can expect to be anywhere at 1.2 to 1.3 to get into this neighborhood with all the upgrades of your dreams on a 1 acre lot. Let's go check out another gorgeous home.
All right, guys, we are here on a beautiful winter day. We're still in February. It's the end of February. This is where our weather starts to basically heat up, right? It was about low 60s this morning, and now it's probably going to be in the low 70s all day, which is gorgeous. I love this time of year. All right, so we're out here at George's Ranch, a premier luxury subdivision right outside of Boerne. I mean, you're talking maybe 10 minutes into Boerne, if that. I have been personally waiting for this subdivision. I've had a lot of Boerne friends reach out. They know we do these YouTube channels, and they asked us if we've gone out here yet, because they're driving by and they're saying, oh my God, what is that gonna be? So let's get to it. All right, in George's Ranch, let's start with the HOA. You're gonna have your HOA cost per year right now, as of today, is $770. That's gonna include the guard gate at the front, and then apparently in phase 3 or 4, they're going to do like a horse barn that's been remodeled to where you can do events in there. Apparently it's gonna be real nice. There's gonna be like a stone tower as well, and then some pickleball courts. That's really it. There might be some walking trails in the future. They're not too sure yet on what the developer has, since we are early on in the construction of George's Ranch. So we're still in phase 1. Possibly there might be a fitness center with that amenity center. So we don't know, we're not sure yet. Keep checking in with us, email us, text us, call us, whatever you want to do. We'll get your updates for you as we go. But as you can see behind me, we have the beautiful Toll Brothers model, and over there we have the Perry model. So real estate wise, what do you get here? Starting out, you're going to be at like a little over $1 million, $1,032,000, I think, with their smallest home. So $1.1 million basically is the get in and play, right? Get in and build your bottom line, your base price. And then most people are going to finish out around 1.4, 1.5 if you really deck out your house. So you can expect to spend anywhere from 10 to 20% of base price. That's pretty common. These homes are going to be absolutely gorgeous, sitting on 1 acre tracts of land, maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, roughly 1 acre, right? Depending on if you're in the corner, you might have a like 1.1. So real estate wise, that's where we're at. The two builders are similar price to Toll Brothers and Perry currently. Things could change in the future, but that's where we're at today. So the tax rate, right? Very important. You are moving to Texas, and we do have high property taxes, unfortunately, but the state is doing things to combat that, right? They're talking about the homes, raising the homestead to $140,000. Right now it's at $100,000 discount off whatever the county assesses your property at. So they're going to add an additional $40,000 possibly. That's what's coming down the pipeline. That's what I keep reading all the legislature to stay up on it, so we can drop that knowledge on you. But tax rate right now is 2.1, which is pretty normal in San Antonio and Boerne. you're getting Boerne, right? Everybody loves Boerne. I'm from Boerne, so there are really cool people in Boerne. All right, let's go tour right now.
Welcome to the beautiful Toll Brothers model home. This is a Yavani floor plan. It is over 5,000 square feet. I believe it is 5,180 square feet. It has 5 bedrooms and 5 full baths and 2 half baths. Basically, this house is massive, gorgeous staircase. It's absolutely beautiful. The windows are so grand. And then you have your formal dining room over to this side. And they did do this beautiful stone rock wall, of course, with the gorgeous wood ceilings. Now your ceilings in here are a little lower, but I mean, they're still what, 12 feet, 14 feet. They're still very high. But when you come into this grand living room, your ceilings shoot up 22, 24, I don't know, I don't have a measuring stick, but that's a really high ceiling. So you have a beautiful space, fireplace. They even mounted the TV on that grand space. The beams in here are beautiful with the wood in between the beams. You just have wood everywhere. Now this floor plan is the Yavani, but this is the farmhouse elevation. So it is meant to look very farmhousey, which is why they have a lot of wood in here. But this is your kitchen. This is a huge kitchen, guys. I don't have any other words than grand because it's grand. Huge island with the waterfall granite. Black appliance, or yeah, not, I guess not black appliances. Black fixtures with your black pulls. These cabinets are not black, they're just a darker grain with the black handles. And then you have the light wheat color, I think is what they call it in the design center, a wheat color cabinet on the uppers. Double ovens, microwave. Look at this range. Isn't that what it's called? A range. Look at this range. You have 6 burners. It's huge. I do want to mention, because when we were at Perry a minute ago, I said gas cooking. Let me be very clear, there is a buried propane tank option when you move. So you can have electric or you can have gas cooking, but you would have to pay that additional fee to bury a propane tank. So I just want to make that very clear. It is not a gas community. You can make your home gas by burying that propane tank. You would just have to have it filled every so often, every year to 2 years. It's very a minimal cost, but to have gas cooking, it's a win. So you have this beautiful kitchen, and then it comes into your eat-in dining room. Lots of windows, sliders to the outdoor, really allows you to have that indoor-outdoor life. And right off this, we're gonna go into a guest quarters over here. So you could have, you know, if you have kids or a guest, you also have a separate patio on this side of the house, which is really cool. So check out this room. I really love what they did with this room. The wood floors are absolutely stunning throughout this home. You have a walk-in closet, and every single bedroom in this house has its own bathroom. Take a look at this gorgeous walk-in shower. And it's got a linen closet, of course. And then at the end of this hallway is one of the half baths. So your guest or mother-in-law or child you put down here in this room doesn't have to share that bathroom with anybody. You have that half bath. Now, as we come back into this great space, I'm going to take you on the other side of the kitchen so you can see this great flex room and how big this pantry is. So butler's pantry here, great coffee bar. Nice sized pantry. And then as you come in, you do have this doorway from that formal dining to kind of give you placement of where we came. There's this hallway back behind your formal dining, and it opens up into this flex room. Game room, flex room, man cave. Steve would make this his man cave, I assure you. Or his office, my office. We would figure this out. We could make this floor plan work. Anyway, so you have over here, this is where they have their offices, but this is an entrance into a garage. Now the floor plan itself comes with a 1-car garage on this side and a 2-car garage on the other side. However, Steve and I actually have a wonderful client who is building this exact same floor plan just over at Enchanted Bluff and Garden Ridge, but they are building this Yavani with Toll Brothers, and they chose to do a 4-car garage. So there's 2 cars on this side and 2 cars on the other. So you have that option as well. We're gonna go take a look through, we're gonna go back through this dining room and back into the living room and show you the other side of this gorgeous home. Okay, so we're back in the gorgeous living room. I do wanna point out this beautiful wine cellar. This, honestly, I would never get rid of this. I think this is fantastic. But I do want to just point out, because our client is utilizing this space, on the other side of this wine room is the primary closet. So if wine is not your thing and you don't really want this room, you could turn this into an extension of your primary closet. They will allow you to do that. It's your choice. You can never have too much closet space, but honestly, I love this. It's a dream of mine. Iron door, very heavy iron door, and you can lock it so those kids, those pesky teenagers can't get your wine. Let's go take a look at this grand master suite, primary sanctuary, whatever you want to call it. Let's go check it out. All right, so there are no doors on the model, so I just want to point out where Steve is right now would be a door. So you come into this area, you have your primary bathroom right here. Take a look at the tile. This is herringbone pattern on the floor, and it's a brick texture. It's very beautiful. I don't think cleaning it would be as easy unless you brought a power washer in here, but maybe not ideal for actual living, but for a model, it's gorgeous. And then you have the beautiful tiles and your huge walk-in shower, 2 separate vanities. We do have electricians here today working on these fixtures, so I can't turn these lights on to make them look so grand, but it is also very bright and airy in here, even without the lights on. And then you have your toilet room over here. Again, there are no doors, but there would be a door if you purchase this home. And then you have the closet. It's a beautiful one. They went black and it still feels huge. So imagine if you did these white, how much bigger this area would feel. But it's very big. Again, if you wanted to tear down or use the wine room as additional closet space, you could, and it would bump out even further. All right, so into the living, or to the bedroom. What did they used to say on MTV Cribs? This is where the magic happens, in the primary bedroom. Beautiful beams, high ceilings. It's really beautiful. I would put a ceiling fan in here because it's Texas. But room feels very spacious. And then you've got these beautiful windows. Again, you have a full acre here, so you have lots to look out at your window. Now that you have seen, oh, you haven't seen everything. Let's go check out the office. It's on the other side of this primary. There's so much to show you, I'm even losing track. So on this side, you have your office. I love that tile. That tile is beautiful. And then your laundry room, it is very large. In here, they put an extra refrigerator, so you do have that extra storage. And then they actually have a sink over here as well. So if you wanted that option, you do have it. I will tell you right now, all of these cabinets, all these uppers, upgrades. Tile to the ceiling. Let's be real, tile in your laundry room at all. So tile here and tile to the ceiling, it's all an upgrade. Just so you know, it's stunning. Not necessarily useful, but it is stunning. And then you have your 2-car garage on this side. So again, Toll Brothers is using this as an office space, but this would be your 2-car garage. Whether you do a 4-car or a 3-car, this side would be your 2-car garage. So as you come in from the garage, you have office, laundry room, and primary, but you have a straight shot to the primary. So we're gonna go take a look at the upstairs. Let's go check it out. All right, so this staircase, I want to point out how wide it is. Steve and I were commenting on how great this is because when you move furniture upstairs, you usually have to like maneuver couches. This is so wide and so great that it would make moving your furniture a breeze. Okay, so you have game room over here, but you also have bedrooms this way. So you have 2 bedrooms down this hallway. You also have additional storage. That would be your pull down stairs. And again, every bedroom has a bathroom. This one has a tub. I do like that there's tile, different tile. That's kind of cute. And then each one has a walk-in closet in the bathroom. Then you have bedroom number 4 over here with its own bathroom. This one also has a tub. Now, I will say this is obviously a preference. You may love textured tile. I think about how easy things are to clean because children will probably be in this bathroom, and anything that's hard to clean is not good. So textured tile, probably not a thing you want if you're gonna have children in here. But as you can see, full bathroom, full closet. Now let's go take a look at this game room. All right, so you have this gorgeous little banister walkway. You have beautiful views of the living room, a great game room. This is great. Great for entertaining, great for the kids just getting out of your hair. And then they have made this into a gym, but it could very easily and is probably meant to be a media room. So let me just recap real quick. You've got a flex room downstairs, you've got a game room up here, and a media room. Lots of entertaining space. Let's go check out bedroom number 5. This is one of my favorite bedrooms. It's big. This is one of the largest secondary bedrooms in this house. Has a beautiful bathroom. I love that blue tile. It's the little things, right? Like it's just a subway tile, but that blue, I don't know, makes me feel like I'm on a beach. It's very pretty. I really like it. This is one of my favorite rooms. Okay, this is a huge house. Let's go check out the outdoor living because Toll Brothers did it right. Just kidding. There's another half bath here. So remember at the beginning I said 5 full baths and 2 half baths. This is the second half bath. Now let's go check out that outdoor living. All right, so outdoor living, as we said, Toll Brothers knows how to do it right. They don't typically do pools on model homes, but they did a gorgeous pool here. They've got an outdoor kitchen that's currently being built. You've got your additional patio over here by that guest suite. This is a party house, man. This is a great outdoor living space. You've got fireplace over here, a little pergola over there, and then look at how much space you have in this backyard. That is a full acre, folks. Now we're gonna go inside and I'm gonna give you a little more details because it's just darn cold out here. All right, so to build a Toll Brothers here in George's Ranch, your base pricing is starting at $1 million. It's very similar to Perry. You are gonna have those finish outs. There are some great incentives, so make sure you reach out to Steve and I. All of our information is listed right below. We will get you the most up-to-date incentives for this community to build in here. This gorgeous Yavani massive 5,100 plus square foot home is starting around 1.1, depends on the elevation you choose. For the farmhouse, it is starting closer to 1.3. Overall, the square footage is the same. There's just some finish out differences and elevation differences in the front. Overall, you would most likely end around 1.5 for this floor plan. Doesn't include that backyard. So let me just point out, that does not include the pool or all of that great outdoor living they upgraded. But to get the house after design, you're gonna be pretty close to 1.5 for this floor plan. Could you go higher? Yeah, you could. You could go a lot higher, but most people are landing around 1.5. So to be in this neighborhood, anywhere from $1 million to 1.5 on a full acre lot is a steal. This is a gorgeous home. So if you would like more information, stay tuned. I'm gonna show you exactly where this neighborhood is on a map so you can really see if this is the right location for you.
All right, so now that you have seen the absolutely stunning models of both Perry and Toll Brothers in George's Ranch, let's dive into the map so you can see where this community is located on a map in conjunction to Boerne and San Antonio. Let's dive in. Okay, so here we are on a map. You can obviously see San Antonio, very large. You've got Boerne here. You have some main freeways. I just wanted to show you generalities of where Boerne is in relation to San Antonio. So you can see you do have this big loop 1604 that goes the exterior of San Antonio. From 1604 to I-10, which is your main road to Boerne, you are about 15 to 20 minutes depending on traffic and time of day. But from here to here, you're about 10 to 15 minutes. And it's, you know, into downtown, you're definitely 20 to 30 minutes, for sure 30 if you're going on a weekday. Weekends aren't near as bad. But you also have Highway 46. This is a state highway that goes all the way from Bandera Road, or Highway 16 to 46 goes all the way over to New Braunfels and Seguin. So those are your main roads that you're really going to be concerned with. You do have 281, which is a freeway that comes all the way down as well. You could go, if you're looking in the Bulverde or Spring Branch area, you're about 20 minutes into downtown Boerne. Now, George's Ranch is located off of 46. So we're gonna zoom in so you can see exactly where it is located. You have downtown Boerne right over here. It's a very small town. It's very cute. Lots of little shops and restaurants and things to do. Now I will, if you guys haven't tuned into any of our Boerne videos, I do wanna just put out there, Boerne is a very family-oriented town, and honestly, the entire city shuts down or between 8 and 10 o'clock. So most of the restaurants and shops and things like that close, you know, between 7 and 8 downtown Boerne. You do have some other restaurants that are coming up, you know, outskirts of Boerne that do stay out later. Like they have a wing bar now, so you can go get some wings and some beer. It's kind of like a sports bar that stays up open later than 10. So that I just wanted to give that caveat, because if you are looking for, you know, big city life, Boerne is not it. Boerne is very small. Now you are 15-20 minutes from San Antonio, and right at that 1604 and I-10 corridor that I just showed you a second ago, that's where all the shopping's at. So you're really close to city life, but Boerne itself is not big city living. It is definitely a small town suburb of San Antonio. So George's Ranch is off of 46, and it is located right here. So this is the community for George's Ranch. It is going to have 3 entrances. This is your main entrance right here. I have heard they're going to have another entrance further down 46, and they're currently working on this other entrance over here. But as you can see, it's off of 46. It does give you some pretty easy cuts. So if you come down this way to Amen, you can cut into Fair Oaks Ranch going this way, or if you just stay on 46 going this way, you're going to be in Boerne about 10 to 15 minutes from George's Ranch into downtown Boerne. Now, if I zoom out a little bit, you have George's Ranch located right here, 10 to 15 minutes into downtown Boerne, and you're about 15 minutes into downtown Bulverde. And, you know, there's a lot of little roads here. If you were going to go into San Antonio, I would probably go this way on 46 to Blanco and cut down into San Antonio going this way. Personally, I like to avoid main freeways if I can. Although this road is, you know, a solid 35 to 40 miles an hour. So it's a little slower, but it's a straight shot into North San Antonio, and it would take you 20 to 25 minutes into North San Antonio. Same if you went this way, if you started going this direction, 46 to 10 and cut down, you are 20 to 25 minutes into the rim. Easily could be 30 depending on traffic on I-10. But that is where it is located in conjunction to Boerne and Bulverde. It's more closer, it is Boerne ISD. It is located, the address is Boerne, so you are closer to Boerne than Bulverde. But it is an easy commute. So you get to feel like you're living country, but really just 10 to 15 minutes into downtown Boerne to restaurants. And honestly, right here off 46, it's growing a lot. So you've got a lot of new restaurants popping up. We have Esperanza here. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you check out Esperanza. That's a great community. And then you also have ranches at Creekside right here. So you have a lot of big communities. So a lot of restaurants are coming up here. And then you have George's Ranch right here. So it's really not that far outside of the city. It kind of feels that way when you're driving out there because there's not a whole lot. Once you get to about this side going this way, there's really not a whole lot out here. So it does start to feel like you're a little more rural, but it is growing significantly. So that is what I wanted to show you, just so you could see. Now, I would definitely suggest doing your research on Boerne ISD. Make sure you look at those schools. They're absolutely phenomenal. Niche.com or greatschools.org are great resources to check out schools. I will tell you, a lot of our clients that come in looking to be in Boerne, it has a lot to do with that school district. So if you do have kids and you are moving into the area and Boerne is your choice, especially if you're looking at George's Ranch, great schools, absolutely phenomenal. There's also a lot of private schools that are 20 minutes away. So you've got TMI, which is a great private school. So you've got a lot of different opportunities there if you don't even want to put them in public school. So absolutely great community, stunning homes, acre lots. It really is going to be a phenomenal neighborhood. They are currently building the intro, so we will get you an update as this neighborhood continues to build, so you can see just how great it is. It is going to be guard gated, so there's really not a lot of guard gated communities in the Boerne area. Cordillera Ranch is one of the only ones that is truly guard gated, and now you're going to have George's Ranch. So beautiful estates, great builders. You can't go wrong with either builder. Let us know what you think about it. Which builder did you like most? Drop us a comment, give us a call. If you want more information on the area, Steve and I would be honored to be your realtors of choice. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next one.